All right, so it's the Saturday where I signed up to work for 9 hours because my health had been really solid for like a couple of weeks, and now for like 3 weeks I've been working the split shift, uh, the double shifts, and it's weird. I don't know. It's exhausted me or wore out my reserves essentially, I guess, and the health improvements I had are now declining. I think I'm in a pretty strong altered conscious state now, but it's like a really lucid altered conscious state. Time, right? Like my perception of time is really odd, really weird, and but things seem really clear. It kind of cleared up, so it probably has been, horrible mentally, and it probably will be horrible mentally in the future. But right now, things seem pretty clear in this conscious state, which is cool. Um, my tastes are off. Like I've been drinking water because I've been working so many hours straight. So I get 2 minutes between classes, which is basically enough time to click from one class to another. I've got a 15-minute break right here for the first time in the last few hours, and like water tastes so weird. My metabolic state must be really weird because everything tastes really weird. The air tastes really weird. Just plain water from the tap or filtered both taste really weird. I can't even describe it. It's not like a necessarily a metallic taste. It's like a, you know, metallic mixed with chemical, mixed with chalk, mixed with, I don't know, other stuff. Oh, hilarious! Right, I get really weird stuff with kids all the time, and it's entertaining. It's fun. It's funny. But one girl, so she's 6 years old, and she's basically fluent in English. Like she's doing as good as a 6-year-old from the United States. So we're able to just talk at, for certain points when we weren't reading certain things and whatnot. She asked me if I was Santa. And then she started like singing a Christmas song. She asked me if I was Santa, and I said, I was like, what the heck? I said yes, right? She asked me if I was Santa. I was like, yes. She was so excited, but she was really confused because she's in Shanghai and I'm in the United States. So, like, how could I get presents to her? And I didn't expect it to go in that direction. I was just like, I'm Santa one day out of the year. Like, why not? I'll just say, yes, I'm Santa. And then it went, I guess I would say crazy, but I guess more crazy. Just, it went odd, but then odder. I bought the website Read with Jeff. A lot of other stuff isn't available, right? Like English with Jeff isn't available, and I've been thinking about running some sort of English program. What I'd really like to do is some sort of advanced reading stuff, like the Harry Potter lessons I made for the English as a second language students, or those lesson plans would be great, but they'd be even better. It'd be, I think, more fun because we could talk at a higher level with people where English is their first language. So I've been thinking about trying to do something like that. It's the thing is, it has a huge cost to it because it takes time and effort and money, but especially the time and effort, which my time and effort is extremely limited because I obviously can't do much over very many hours per day without serious health side effects. Um, so I don't know. I'm playing with that idea, which gets me to the point where I've read a lot of stuff, lots and lots of books, and the stuff just pops up every now and then. Richard Branson, in one of his books, talked about how he always, his first priority in business is always minimizing the downside, limiting the downside. And I was thinking about that, just going through everything I'm doing and what's the downside. And if it doesn't have too much of a downside, maybe try it. If it has a major potential downside, just try to scrap it and move on to the next thing. It's not like I can do much anyways. I can only do a few things. I used to be able to do a lot of stuff and be really active, and I can't anymore. So I need to be scrapping most things anyways. So that might help with that. But he really emphasized that. I'm going to start the elimination diet after my hours get crazy. So I have a little more than a week, And I'm going to go down to really limited, right? Because there's no other way to tell that you're not having reactions to something that you're eating. So I think I'm going to reduce it down to basically like meat and greens, like green leaves, meat. And I'm going to make a list of like maybe 6 things. Maybe I'll add in a couple of vegetables or something, but maybe 5, 6 things essentially that I can eat. And then you can't violate it. I mean, you basically can't violate it for a month, at least 3 weeks. Otherwise, it just doesn't work at all. But probably for a month. And then you can test stuff out based off of that baseline. So I'm going to play with that. In a day, because I've been working so many hours, I found like sitting for several hours teaching like this doesn't work at all. I can't sit straight up for a few hours. It just doesn't work worth a crap. But so many hours today, I've had to start standing in like this really weird position, which I don't know what to make of that or where that leads or anything, but it's just kind of odd. It feels kind of good. I just have to arch my back like a lot, otherwise I just can't kind of support my head. Which a few days ago I tried to shovel the driveway because I hadn't shoveled in a while, and it had to be shoveled, and I shoveled a little bit, and I almost passed out. Like it was crazy, and so I paid the neighbor to plow. But that was really interesting because I mean I do shovel every now and then, but when I increased my work hours, then it slowly degraded my health, and it quickly degraded my health. Right, it was kind of an exponential reverse J curve there, and yeah, so I guess that's relatively severe. It's interesting, kind of interesting. Yeah. Anyways, I had these 15 minutes and been standing in front of this computer for however many hours I've been standing in front of this computer teaching, so I figured I would just shoot this video in between, and go to 8 minutes of video in between teaching classes here, just all over the place. So interesting. And the one kid that likes fractions, we're also working on the Pythagorean theorem, which he has down. He's 9 years old, right? English as a second language speaker. 9 years old, solid at fractions. I've been helping him divide fractions. We're still kind of working on that, but addition, subtraction, multiplication, he has. Division of fractions, we're still working on a little bit. I mean, it's pretty easy. Just flip the 1. We just really haven't worked on that very much. Pythagorean theorem, he basically has down. He wants to learn how to do square roots by hand, which I wasn't taught how to do. So I looked it up. It's a lot like long division, which he can do long division just fine. So it's crazy. It's super interesting. Oh man. And the taste is insane. Been meditating more too to try to cope with all these hours. That helps with the pain so much. Nothing else helps with the pain, right? I had injections. Like I went in at the one point. I mean the pain is insane. Pain all the time. Pain in my my fingertips. Pain in my head. Pain in my everywhere. Pain in my feet. And I went in and I told them to make the pain go away, like no matter what they had to do. Like if they had to slice me open right there, do it. If they had to inject me with heroin, do it. Whatever they had to do, make the pain go away. And they were like, all right, we'll give you 2 injections, like 1 in each butt cheek. And they guaranteed that the pain would go away. Didn't even touch the pain. Like didn't do anything. It just made me kind of wobbly when I was trying to drive home. And the one kind of meditation, there's 2 major kinds of meditation. Imagination meditation, like mantra meditation, doesn't help with the pain, can't even do it. And sensation meditation is the only thing I found that helps with the pain. So I thought about maybe starting something with that. I mean, a lot of people with chronic pain and stuff. I mean, I obviously haven't, don't perform at the best or anything like that, but I have experience in pain, I guess. And the meditation stuff is the only thing that works there, which combine the pain with the meditation might be part of why I'm getting such a weird, lucid, altered conscious state, I guess. I don't really know. And then the taste, I don't know what the taste, I mean, the taste is showing some sort of very weird metabolic activity. All right. Anyways, I was going to end this at 8 minutes, and now we're at 10 minutes. So until next time, live long,